Today we have a question from a subscriber who writes, how should we gather data for a new account since max clicks doesn't work? I want to switch out the word data for the word signals, because when I think of signals, I think of traffic signal. I think of a green signal, which means go. I think of a red signal, which means stop. When you think of data, you think of metrics, and it's really not actionable until you do insights and recommendations. When you look at signals, it's very actionable. You can look at it every day and be like, okay, I need to switch things out. I need to change out the ad copy. I need to switch out the creative. When you use the word signals, you get in the mindset of a benchmark that tells you what to do next. So let's get in that frame of mind when we buy. Let's all agree on that. And when we look at signals, let's look at it from the standpoint of max clicks first. We're going to talk about that portion. Now, what signals are worthy? It's not the total volume of clicks, and it's not cost per click. And I know this because 30 to 50% of all click traffic is spam. And that's been documented by John Moran, who's the Iron Man of the PPC universe. And it's also documented by his fellow partner, Qasim Aslam, who also founded the Perpetual Traffic podcast. And they have come out and said this, that 30 to 50% of all traffic in general is spam and bots. So just keep that in mind when you use this. Also, in terms of CTR, I believe this is quasi-human for max clicks. It definitely is for conversions. For max clicks, it's hard. I can't make that call. I do think it's indicative of a human, because when you see the pattern, if it really spikes, that's probably humans that see that particular term. Even though 50% of the traffic is bot and spam, there's the other third that are able to handwrite. Quality scores, complete garbage. These are obsolete. Do not use these. Quality score is indicative of ad rank, and ad rank really has been placed with conversions and the smart bidding, real-time auctioning that Google Ads does. And ad rank, you just had to be at the top. If you ever see people mention this, it's a psychological thing. It has nothing to do with it. Real-time bidding has identified when people are searching for things and they target them at the right time. Do you know when they target them? When the campaign has been sent to conversions because they're ready to buy. That signals to Google's real-time auction bidding to target that person with an ad at that given time. It's not through ad rank. It's through a conversion buy. So going back to quality scores function on ad rank, and it's ad rank equals cost per click times the quality score. So quality scores are made up of the historical account CTR, the landing page experience, and the ad relevancy. So if you're selling blue socks and you have blue socks in the keyword, you have blue socks in the ad, guess what? You have a high relevancy score. For landing page experience, if you mention blue socks on your landing page, guess what? You have a high landing page experience. You haven't done nothing yet. You haven't even sent real traffic down funnel yet. So without even getting an ad cart or purchase, you're just telling me if I put the terms there, it ranks. It's just complete garbage. That is not a way to motivate conversions. You motivate conversions with real-time signals that tell you that your ad carts are filling out. That's how you do it. This is logic. Really putting blue socks on your ads and your keywords and then on your landing page, that's just common sense. You don't get a score for that. All of this is pre-click. You can almost faux this. You can almost just hack this and get a high quality score. And that's what I don't like about that. It's all pre-click. You want post-click conversion signals, and that is not what a quality score is. Now, when you look at max conversions, I want you to substitute the word conversions for consumers. When you substitute that word, you say max consumers, max consumer value. It totally changes the name of the game for what a max conversion buy is. Max consumer. Because you're getting people who want to add to cart, who want to do payment method, who want to purchase. Those are the people you want. You could care less if they click, if you get a whole bunch of clicks and nothing happens. That's actually the worst case scenario. You want people who are humans, who are consumers. That's what you want to buy. You don't want to buy something that has a high rate of spam. And you don't want your client to find out that you're doing that. This is becoming big, guys. Really, as a buyer, you should be becoming very aware of this. So I have this chart here. So here we have click traffic at the top. This is the spam and bot traffic. And this is where it ends, right? Because 50%, up to 30 to 50%, that's on the conservative side of traffic. All traffic is spam and bot. So when does their job start and end? It ends right here. It ends right there. So right away, 50% of your traffic almost is going to end right here, right at click. And there's a big ocean between the click and ATC. And this is exactly how I know why clicks are not being moved to ATC, to add to carts. The reason why is because it's mostly spam and bots. ATC signals that is a human. That's how you know it's human, is when you get an ATC. That's why it's so important. So all those big skag things you used to write in the year 2015, all those campaigns, garbage, useless. You should be using STAG, single theme ad group. Use the algorithm and real-time bidding to identify when that person is searching for something and then get them right away. That's how it works. It's through broad match, pulling the search term report, identifying the CTR, and when the conversion happens. Single themed ad group and broad match is the way to do this. Now, the one time you don't have to do this, at least with broad, is with brand. With brand, you can do this, but you should keep it as a conversion buy. Don't fool yourself. Don't be cheap. Set it up as a conversion with brand. Boom, you have a great ROAS right off the bat. Same thing with broad match and non-brand. This should be your acquisition funnel right here. What I love about this is that when you use max consumer, right, also known as max conversion, this is where its job starts. Its job starts right here on add to cart. You want to get a healthy add to cart number. Why is that? Because add to carts signals that traffic is human. You want human traffic. You want add to carts. You don't want a bunch of clicks and nothing happens. High amounts of ATC means that it's a healthy humans are landing on your site and converting. Now the question becomes, how do you push them from add to cart to purchase? That's a whole other video, but I want to kind of give you a taste. So as you push people through, you want to look for the percentage of drop off between add to cart and initiate checkout, payment method, and purchase. If it's more than 50%, you have a conversion flow problem. You have something blocking the flow of conversions between ATC and payment method, or between payment method and purchase. If it's more than 50%, you got something wrong. That you can actually pull that yourself with GTM or GA4, or you can do it in Shopify. Either one, I've done it in both. And this is where this comes into play. A/B testing landing pages, multiple landing pages. You know, my friends, everybody's stuck over here. All these, people that have quote unquote all this experience and nothing's working, they're stuck way over here. They're stuck over here. I want you to be fixing things over here and recommending multiple landing pages so you can fix the drop off between ATC and purchase. That's where you should be focusing. You shouldn't be focusing over here. Absolutely not. Let the algorithm do all that hard work. Let the algorithm do the stag. Use dynamic keyword insertion. That gives you an automatically expert level on your ad copy terms in Google. And always remember this. ATC, we can all agree, anybody who adds to cart, for all intents and purposes, is a human. Most people who click nowadays, unfortunately, if you're using this top thing, we can agree, are bots and spam. The only way you can mitigate that is through max conversions or max consumers, right? So that's what this is for. I hope this answers your question. And it's really where you should be focusing. So if you get 100 on add to carts, let's just say 40 initiate checkouts, and it keeps dropping, you got a problem. But if it's more like at 50%, you're doing good. And remember, ATC is indicative of humans. You want human traffic, not bot traffic. And my friends, just bringing it all back in, I'm on Medium. I also have my podcast on Spotify, iHeart, and Apple Podcasts. And we also have a WhatsApp group. Feel free to message me with any questions. More than happy to help. My phone number is 213-700-8812. Feel free to call me with any questions. Thank you so much.